All right, everybody, welcome to this week's Next to Nature with Dr. John Long. And it doesn't look scary, but maybe it has a scary name. It's a creeper.
It actually does. This is Trumpet creeper.
Okay.
But the really two cool names I love is called hell vine
Okay.
or devil shoelace.
Well, maybe it is scary.
It is a little scary. You didn't know that, did you?
I did not know that before we started.
So,
Where do these names derive from?
well, I think if you tried to walk through it, you'd find out that it would. You would probably say the word "he double hockey sticks" if you tried to walk through it. And of course, devil shoelace goes without saying. It's so branchy type of vine. And go ahead.
I was going to say, are there thorns?
No thorns on
Okay.
this. I think they compensate with being so prolific that if something did eat it, you wouldn't have any problem having more of it, is what I'm saying. So it's pretty fast growing, and it's pretty, as you can see, it can dominate your landscape.
Yeah, it's very thick. And this is, when you look at the blooms, I told you the first thing I thought of was like a hummingbird would love this.
Right.
Because it's kind of a trumpet type look. But you said actually any real bird or insect.
You can look at anything that's got nectar in it, and that, it's one of the reasons you see a flower is because that's the attractiveness, that brings the animals in, or the birds, whatever you want to call it, because of that color and the shape,
So this is not really, this is a plant you find out in the wild. This isn't something I would say would want to plant next to your house.
Actually, you could.
Oh, could you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's in the begonia family, and you can rooting it out. It can be a little difficult because of the root is so deep. It's kind of like your tap root that you would have, and to really transplant it, you've got to get a really good soil ball out of the ground where you're not damaging the roots. But you can, and it's actually a really good trellis type flower.
Okay, that would make sense.
It is, and it climbs, and of course you got to be, anytime you transplant something, you got to be really careful about where you want to put it, because once you get it established, it's going to be difficult. And a really good place to put it is where you can mow. They love full sunlight, as you can see, but you really want to be able to mow it to keep it knocked back, because it can, like I said, you don't want it around trees because they can wrap up into trees, as you can see over there, and they really can damage a tree, just like any other thing that's a climbing vine, that you'd see, like a wisteria, which we talked about before.
Yeah, we have.
And things like that.
Now, other than, insects, things like that, do you have other animals that try and eat this?
Well, any type of, as we say, if it's green, it's bound to be good. You don't have anything that's really distasteful about it.
Okay.
You actually, again, it can be used, or has been used in medicinal purposes for pleurisy.
Really?
But it's one of the things you don't want, or a type of trumpet vine, but you don't want, a lot of times it has side effects with a cardiac effect. So if you got any problems with your heart, don't do it. It's always good to go to the doctor, more so. We've advanced medicine, but you don't have to go out in the wild. So.
There you go, but they are good to look at. You can have them at your home.
Yep.
Always learning something new.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Dr. Long. Thank you for joining us this week on Next to Nature. We'll see you again next week.